Hi everyone, I'm Holden D'Avico. I'm a junior finance major, and I'll be talking about how I sort of made the transition from high school into college, maintaining that heavier course load, and also how I kept up with my academics and grades. So obviously in high school, I had an easier time dealing with academics and keeping up with my schoolwork while playing sports and stuff. But once I got to college, that was a whole different story because I'm constantly doing so much more. So in college, even if you might not have like a big test one week, you're definitely gonna have like a project and obviously homework all the time. And you might just want to go to like a basketball game during the week with your friends, or you might have something for one of your clubs. So it's really important to always stay ahead and not to fall behind. And that's going to be my first point, is to make an effort not to fall behind. And if you do, obviously go to office hours, because that your professor will like you go in office hours and then try to catch up with them. And also, if you have a friend in the class, ask them for their notes so you don't fall behind. Because once you fall behind, I know this from experience, but it's super hard to catch back up. So I just say make an effort not to miss any of your classes or fall behind, and stay on top of your work. And if you do, try to make that up as quickly as possible. My second tip is definitely try to go to office hours with each one of your professors, even if it's just once during the semester, because at the end of the semester, when grades come out, you might be in between you might be in between like an A or an A minus, and the fact that you went to office hours could make that difference where you get bumped up or you don't. So I think it's definitely worth it to go to your professor's office hours at least once. And obviously they're all really cool people, so it's fun to talk to them. And my third point is to utilize the resources that Nova has on campus. So one of my favorite resources is the Writing Center. So for all of my writing intensive classes from freshman year, I've been going to the Writing Center for like my essays and stuff. And it's just like a student, and you can make an appointment online and you work with another student, and they provide you with some like grammar tips and stuff like that, and look over your writing. And I think it's really good because it's just like a second set of eyes to look at your essay, which is really, really helpful. And my last tip is to make some sort of calendar where you can organize like all your schoolwork and all your clubs and stuff. So that could be like an online calendar, like Google Calendar, or it can also be like a planner that you write down on. And I think that's really helpful. And I think one big thing to do is at the beginning of the semester, when you get a syllabus from each one of your classes, I'd write down all your big projects and tests ahead of time in that calendar, so you don't get caught off guard and like some random week that's super busy and you know what's coming up the next week. And I'd just look over that calendar every so often so you know what's coming up ahead, so you can prepare and like study on a Sunday instead of grinding that out on a random weekday. So overall, I think obviously it's totally possible to maintain good grades in college, and I think you just need to make a few transitions in order to do so from high school. Just take advantage of the resources that Villanova has on campus. Villanova has a lot more than just the Writing Center that I mentioned. And also, I'd make an effort not to fall behind in any of your classes, and to stay ahead and plan ahead all the time, and that way you'll be successful. Thank you guys.